Peace, 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 peace. Soul Tribe, yours truly, Ivory. Ivory's Tarot. Oracle messages, Soul's journeys messages, informative information, a little bit of everything around here. We'll give y'all a couple more minutes to come back in and see who's all back available. I don't know if the notifications is working. If it is, thank you, YouTube. If not, nothing I can do about that. Denise, welcome back. Y'all heard the lady. Now, this live stream is for information, clarification, and confirmation only, okay? We'll mix in a little entertainment. So take what resonates, ignore the rest. Simple. Hear me loud and clear. Boom. You know, Denise, it's kind of strange that you say you can hear me loud and clear. I'm gonna say something here in a second, and it's the, as they say, it's the truth, Ruth. Right? So let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. See if they're gonna let people back in. See if they're gonna let folks back in. They gonna let Ivory come out and play. Can Ivory come out and play? Everybody else come out and play. Can Ivory come out and play? Right. Say it's working loud and clear. What's up, Kiki? Good. Part well, part two this time is because part one, when I came home, the phone was probably below 20%, 15%, something like that. So I didn't put it on charge. Went hopped in the shower, got out of the shower, came, read a little mail, and then and then went live. Right, I was gonna go live here first, and then go to Facebook because people have been asking me to come back on Facebook. But I didn't. I went on Facebook first, and then came back here, and then came here. But on Facebook, Facebook hate me so damn bad, to whereas they let me do the whole video. I think about 20 minutes, something like that. Didn't let nobody in. And then as soon as I got done with the video, people started commenting, talking, and watching the video. Strange shit. Anomalies. Right? So here on YouTube, hit that like button, y'all. We're going to wait for y'all to hit that like button. We're going to pick up where we left off at on Pluto. But hit that like button, y'all. Sometimes I try to do what I like to title Astro-tarot updates, to whereas you can't say tarot and not have astrology connected to it. You have to say astrology, or you have to acknowledge the energies in the cosmic, if you will, if you're going to have anything to do with tarot. Now that's just me. said so you die. So now, yeah, I like the video. So I didn't know how to like the video. I figured you have to double tap the screen. Actually, it should be a little thumbs, like a thumbs up button. You click on that, I think. So here on YouTube, this is how it's rolling now. I'm not on the regular devices. So, in order for me to get a video without any interruption, folks, I have to use a device that's not hooked up to any service, phone service. Now, figure that one out. That's spirit. That's the universe giving. showing me a couple of things. So I'm using a device here that's not in service, right? That's why you see all the trollers and all the crazy asses come in, right? That's all right. We're gonna still roll with it. So we was talking about Pluto, but we started out. I was talking to a specific group of people who remember me talking about who was gonna be president and all this shit, and calm at the White House and all of this here type of shit. And I asked Spirit the question, what can we expect as far as the outcome on November the 5th? Now, I did this here way in advance, though, between Kamala Harris when she jumped in, but at first it was with Biden or who's in the White House. And Donald Trump came up as the Knight of Pentacles, and Kamala Harris came up as uh, Kamala Harris came up as the Two of Wands. All right, so I showed y'all that. We've already been that far. Then I cut the deck and we ended up at the Nine of Pentacles. I was sharing with y'all how that you look at the attributes of the Ninth Pentacle and the attributes. Energetically, attributes of the Two of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Just from an energy, just from a tarot, you ain't got to do nothing crazy. All right, so we cut the deck after I put them back in, and we had the the Nine of Pentacles. But in the Knight of Pentacles, the man that's standing there, okay, that was Trump card. The man that's standing there walking, he done got down off his high horses, that horse, that night, and he walking. And not only he's walking, he's got a big old huge pentacle, the Ace of Pentacles on his back. Behind him, as he's walking, is 10 pentacles. I counted them for you. All right, now pay attention to this, folks. All right, so that's that. And then when I cut the deck, remember we ended up at the Nine of Pentacles. All right, the man that's walking has one pentacle on his back, 10 on the ground. So this Nine of Pentacles and that one pentacle. All right, we done with that. That's from a Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, whatever you want to call it standpoint. What about you? When it comes to you and the first person that comes to your mind, that not that you are competing with them directly, but they might feel, somebody, whoever comes to your mind, somebody might feel like they're competing with you. So they would be the Two of Wands. And you would be the Knight of Pentacles. I want y'all to pay attention to me. Now, I stopped there, put the deck down like I did in part one, and I picked up Pluto. Now, I'm going to read far down. This is just my own little personal deck that I use from time to time. Hit that like button, y'all. How long I've been gay? Since your mama was gay. The fuck? How long I've been gay? Then they can't even spell gay. They got G-E-Y. Oh, clown. Yeah. Mama, go over there and talk to who that fool. Go over there and talk to that fool, mama. Hey. So I'm reading. Pluto represents transformation and rebirth and will force us to undergo change when necessary, right? Pluto also represents a challenge or a power struggle. Now, this could be you, pertaining to you, anybody, right? Or a power struggle. The one who never gives up on an argument. This planet forces us to confront our shadow self, our tempers and passions, and come out stronger, right? Once you engage and And once you engage, hey y'all, when y'all moderators, when y'all see these here crazy ass people come in here, you know what I'm saying? Just block them out, hide them from the channel. They'll come back because that's all they got to do. These are human beings. These ain't robots. This ain't AI doing this shit. These grown ass people with children, family, husbands, spouses. This people covens. This just some church folk, Muslim folk, Catholic folk, spiritual folk, conscious folk, just people in general. Once you engage with this temperate planet, you'll never be the same, right? Hey, thank y'all. Hold on. See, they just want to interrupt me, but they not. They not. There you go. Hide their asses from the damn channel, so I can keep going. Which isn't a bad thing, as long as you can learn to roll with the punches and embrace personal evolution, change. In other words, right? It takes Pluto 12 to 31 years to change zodiac signs. Y'all got that? All right. So this transit of Pluto in the 11th house, its transit is 20 years. So in 2023, when Pluto first entered into the 11th house, it dipped back into the 10th house, Capricorn, for a short period of time. And then it went back direct and entered into the 11th house. Right around election time. Hold on. So now, whether you the Knight of Wands and somebody else, whoever comes to your mind first, is the Two of Wands. Everybody is going to be affected by this here transit. So what I try to do is take the numbers, the seasons, the cycles, and then anything else below that, whether it be tarot, form of divination, whether it be whatever, and you come up with a timeline. That's not like the, the key to my sauce. Somebody said, "Hello, Mike Tyson." Man, these folk be wilding out, man. This is what you got to deal with, though. So that's not the sauce to my method. I'm just telling you that you can take numbers, seasons, and cycles and can actually almost pinpoint some things you're supposed to share, some things you can't share. The gift within you, if you use these cards after figuring out number, that's the universal language. After you figure out numbers, the season, and the cycle, that's it. You can take these cards. You can take a deck of regular cards. You can take any card. You don't even need no cards. You can take some cards. When was the last time you got a jumbo deck for $1? You know you can't get no jumbo deck Maverick cards for no dollar. So that's been a while. But you can take these cards. Not I don't use my gift that's already in me along with the universe, nature, ancestors, Saturn, what have you, to do ugly ass dark things with. Because in this Pluto energy, right, it ain't gonna happen. So now, hold your ground. Keep what you got. Hold on, I'm finna ask a couple of questions. Hold your ground. Keep what you got. Because here it is, folks. I'm telling you. In the next 20 years, this place you call America, and it's going to be probably not the same. I'm telling you. Hold on. Not going to be the same. I'm just saying. Change, endings is necessary. Spirit, what can we expect now that we have a Knight of Pentacles energy in your life and my life first? That energy is there. What changes we need to make, what adjustments. Pluto ain't going to give you no option for the next 20 years. You might be thinking you're getting away with something. You can run, but you can't hide. But for some of us, if you show it up in Knight of Pentacles energy between now and the next 4 years, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. Now, we done with Donald Trump. We done with Kamala Harris. I was just doing something to show people how that the timeline and the energy that I shared with y'all, that's what you're doing. Right now, she's making plans. I don't know. We don't know what she's doing. I heard she's traveling and drinking and shit. Oh, shit. Somebody, whoever that other person was in the 201 energy, who had made a decision, go a different direction. Hit that like button, y'all. Go a different direction than you for whatever reasons. This person is worried about something. In fact, this person might be thinking about coming towards you. 201s, 6 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. Something didn't work out. Something didn't work out. Spirit, what we need to know. Next 4 years, and this Pluto transit, that'll leave you with about 15 and a half, 16 years, 15 and some change to get your shit together now. I'm telling you now. Next 4 years, you and whoever else come to your head first. Whether they was in competition with you, whether they chose somebody. It could be family, friend, lover, ex. It could be baby daddy, baby mama. It could be co-worker. It could be your boss. It could be your neighbor. It could be the mailman. It could be the person at the checkout counter. Whoever comes to your mind first, that you can say, you know what? They chose to go a different route. Or they chose not to deal with me no more. All right, cool. I'm not finna rush into shit. I'm not finna make no crazy ass decisions. I'm gonna just take my time and work on me. Pluto, Knight of Pentacles. You first, and then somebody else. You gonna be on the top. They are going to be on the bottom. So clarifying you as, I'm just saying that. That's the title of the video. I'm just saying. And they gonna be on the bottom, clarified with that 2 of Wands. You, Knight of Pentacles, on top. It came back to you again. So if you want to look at that in terms of Donald Trump, are we gonna be worried? If this is you, what are you worried about? Bottom of the deck, the 2 of Wands, Kamala Harris, or you, or somebody else. Knight of Wands. Now we got a 3 of Pentacles. I'm going to tell y'all something. If you worried about somebody coming back towards you to work things out, if you worried about that, they still coming. Why? Because it's something about this Knight of Wands energy. Now, Two of Wands with the Knight of Wands. Somebody rushed into something. Somebody rushed into something. Now, sometimes that Two of Wands, like I said, one of his energetic attributes is grass ain't green on the other side. Or somebody rushed, made a haste, passion, a decision based on passion and not logic. They didn't think this shit through. And if it was you, that's why you ended up like this. But before that Nine of Swords was the Six of Wands. So it looks like to me, either in somebody's mind, somebody is worried about you moving forward, or if it's you, you're worried. You moved on to calmer waters. So that's why I asked you the question, what are you worried about? And the only thing that I could think of is somebody else from the past coming back. Because this is, they coming back the same way they left. Now, for the sake of the group of people that I was talking to in part one, you could you there is some worries or some concerns in the future in the next 4 years that the president could have. Trump. Hold on, we ain't all over the place. But those nines are endings. And I think in his mind, he's still worried about what? An assassin's bullet, number one. He could be worried about what the fuck's gonna happen after 4 years when he's done. What is his legacy gonna be like? After moving the country, Six of Swords, into calmer waters, if you will. Now, in your mind, you deny a pentacle. Six of Swords, Nine of Swords. It's like the universe has allowed you this time around to be a part of something different. So now you could either be worried about what you have left behind, which is Five of Swords bullshit, or you could be worried about somebody wanting to come back. But you know that Knight of Wands is not like that Knight of Pentacles. That Knight of Wands is not loyal. They're not dedicated. You can't build shit with this energy. You can use this energy to get out of your head, so to speak, Nine of Swords, and then say, fuck it, I'm finna go for it. Let me get my ass back to work. Let me come out of this damn rut. Or it could be somebody from your past, Two of Wands, that decided to rush into something and it ain't even no pentacles near it. The pentacles come back at the end now that they thinking about you. Either way. Kamala Harris could be worried about shit coming to the surface that could end her political career. So, I said all of that because I wanted y'all to think back to see that the cards is not lying. Donald Trump. Now, so for the next 4 years, hold on. We clarify this Nine of Swords and this Knight of Wands. First shuffle, I ain't gonna do but 3 shuffles. We got an Ace of Swords. So remember the card. We got an Ace of Swords. We got the Fool. And we got the Three of Wands. Let me give it a cut. Ace of Swords, Fool, Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Five of Cups. This ain't you. This somebody else. Anything that I say about somebody else that you might, whoever come to your mind, you think of first. Because I got swords out here on your side. Whoever come to your mind first. You know this person want to come back. However, listen, as I clarify, the first cup we get is somebody feels rejected. Because in this card, I take into consideration the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. Y'all remember the Ten of Cups and the Three of Cups we saw early in part 1, right? Y'all remember that? All right. And we saw the Page of Cups with it. Now we got an Ace of Swords, a Fool, a Three of Wands, and a Five of Cups. The moment you got out of your head, because somebody chose somebody else over you, if you will, it was like a spark. It was like a breakthrough. Ace of Swords, a wake-up call. Because nines is ending. It's almost like that energy, you know what? Let me get my ass up from here. And then Ace of Swords, whole new start. It's like you got some clarity, breakthrough, or you done figured some shit out. Because Nine of Swords, you still figuring it out. It's just almost over with. All right, so we got you, Nine of Swords, and whoever comes to your mind first, whoever, is the Knight of Wands. You, one card for you, and then one card for the other person. This time around, the bottom card is going to be in place of the Three of Pentacles. You, we clarifying this Nine of Swords. Right back to where we started from, Three of Cups. Remember I told y'all, I don't think this is y'all. I don't think you this Nine of Swords. Hold on. And then the other person, whoever come to your mind first, the Emperor. Old big head. Bottom of the deck. You and them. Look, let me tell y'all something, folks. I can play with these cards all I want to. I can put these cards down and go on and tell y'all what the deal is. Listen. The grass is definitely, it definitely wasn't greener somewhere else. We ain't talking about nobody but you and whoever come to your mind first. I don't care if it's family, friend, ex, neighbor, the mailman, the trash collector, the cashier, whoever, the bartender, your hairdresser, your barber, I don't care, whoever come that you feel like, wait a minute, so why did they choose to do this in the past? Why? Why did they make plans? Because wherever they chose and whoever they chose, if you see that Two of Wands, That's an empty room. And the Ace of Wands that's up against the wall or up against the door, with the other person with the Ace of Wands looking out the window with a globe and a vehicle, somebody turned their back, or there's no longer passion, and that room is empty. And this person is coming. You, at some point in time, was worried about who this person was with. There you were. That Nine of Swords on your side. You was worried about who they with, who they going out on a date, who they kicking it with. Worried about. Some of y'all could have been worried about family and friends, how they overlooked you and whatever the case is. If it's another person, you was worried about who this person was with at some point. But you're no longer in that energy. This other person, Two of Wands, Knight of Wands. So it could be an Aries, Leo, or Sag. Strong Aries and Sag. Sag, Aries. Two of Wands, Aries. This is somebody that's about to come popping up your way. They was waiting on, okay, energetically, they were waiting on the energy of Mercury retrograde. This is for the next 4 years. Mercury retrograde. I know some people's like, how you going? No, I'm just reading the energy right now based on the question that I had. This person was waiting on while Pluto is where it is now, in this point in time. Mercury to go back direct. Venus, this is not for everybody, to go back direct before they can take action to tell you something pertaining to an Ace of Swords and a Three of Cups. Now, it took a lot for this person to do this. So it means something to the Emperor, this masculine energy. And then at the bottom of the deck, why? Lover. What's behind the lovers? So we got the Five of Cups and the Four of Cups. We got Waldo and Waldette. This person feels rejected. This person chose somebody else over you. See the gift? That's you. That hand's supposed to be like the hand of the universe, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it. Offering this person. Now see how this person they not even grabbing it and touching it and taking it. Why? Because they was focused on these three cups. They chose somebody else over you and they regret that shit. Now the tables has turned and they up worried about who you with. Get them, Ivorys. And the bottom of the deck with this clarifying this love and this Four Cups, everything that I've said is the Empress. The Queen of Pentacles. If these Pentacles are coming out now, and you're the Knight of Pentacles, right now this person looks like Boo Boo the Fool. Whoever they chose over you, if it was that shit didn't work. It's that energy like whoever they chose over you, they rushed into something, right? That shit was, it was like passion in the beginning, A lot of damn sex, right? Hanging out, having good times, going to the club, going get drinks, partying, kicking it. They rushed into something. And now they regret that shit. Now they worried about you rejecting them for somebody else because they did the same thing to you. Now they worried about who you with. Nine of Swords. The lover. This choice that they rushed into is going to hunt them for a long time. Why? Because they rejected the Empress. How you going to replace this energy with somebody else? With this lovers, the Queen of Pentacles. How? Now I'm going to go get a totally different deck and I'm going to be done. For some of y'all about to witness in the next 4 years a connection that's going to happen so fast in terms of you're not going to be expecting it. Because why? You that Nine of Swords that showed up. But at least it's over with. Nine. And the Ace of Swords came after that Nine of Swords, the first clarifying card. So I was like, okay, so Spirit, so you saying that somebody, whatever you was worried about, it's like a light bulb came on, Ace of Swords. And you like, with the Fool, man, Ace of Swords, let me get my ass up from here. What the fuck am I worried about? I could be out having fun, hanging with family and friends, meeting people, going to reunions, celebrating. And I'm sitting up here worried about this damn fool who they in this energy and you don't know it. See, you think that they out here still in this Three of Cups energy. This motherfucker boo-hooing and crying, worried about who you with. And you don't even know it. Now, when I say words like that, don't y'all get mad and report me and shit. You know, I just do raw. I don't know no other way. All right, so I'm going to get one card. One for you, one for them, and then the bottom. Whoever comes in your mind first. Somebody feel like boo-boo the fool. Somebody muted. Don't mute them for 300 seconds. Then they get their asses up out of here. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. They trying to probably figure out this device. Damn. We've been having blocked. That's 3 shuffles. I can count. Change. Major change. Karma. Past life. Karmic. This lovers right here, this person could have chose the karmic over you. They could have been your karmic, and they ended up choosing the karmic. Look at this shit. Wait. See, you done dealt with this person before. Y'all done tried this shit. Right now, as far as you concerned, 7 of Pentacles, that whoever this other person is that come to your mind first, they 7 Pentacles in reverse. You know it's not waste. It's a waste of time. You know ain't nothing else there to work on. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Even if they want to come back. Now this person, on the other hand, 3 of Cups. For some of y'all, like I said, light bulb came on. And you was like, wait a minute. Why the fuck am I sitting here worried? Worried about what? Been worried for a long time. You all the way up at the 9 of Swords. Worried. Who they with? If it's not a person, it's your family or a friend. One card clarifying. We don't need no lot of cards. I was going to tell y'all something. One card, two from the top, one for you, and one for whoever come to your head first. They right here. Page of Pentacle. That's for you, for them. Justice. Bottom of the deck. That's going to be with this lovers. Clarified by the Four Cups and the Empress. It's the Hangman. This person is fixated on you and you only. They don't want nobody but you. You the Empress. Now, if I go and dig a little deeper under this Hangman, I'm telling you, you was the ones in this Nine of Swords worried about who somebody else was with and who they was giving to, right? You know this person was immature. All right, so let's get that out of the way. For some of y'all, you got a wake up call. Nine of Swords to the Ace of Swords to the Fool to the 301. What the fuck am I sitting here worried about somebody else? When Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Three of Cups, I can be doing a whole lot of shit that's positive, that's good. I can be hanging out with people. If it's job related, I can get my ass up and go find me a damn job. And at that job, can start socializing with coworkers or meet new people than to sit up here and be worried about who somebody else is giving to. That's a Seven of Pentacles in reverse when in terms of you and them. This other person, we got a Knight of Wands, the Emperor, and Justice. If this person jumped into a marriage, rushed into a marriage, moved in with somebody, Two of Wands, that shit didn't work. All this started from the Two of Wands. It didn't work. How I know it didn't work? Because I'm sitting here looking at it. What do you mean, how I know? Now this person is boo-hooing and crying. Five of Cups, Four of Cups, Nine of Swords. Worried about who you with. Who soul tried kicking it with. Who they hanging out with. And they stuck and fixated on you. Be careful. This person might even want to rush into a relationship, even perhaps a marriage with you. I knew you was the one. I knew. If somebody come back towards you, listen. If somebody come back towards you the next 4 years, 4 months, 4 weeks, 4 days, shit, and tell you, I knew you was the one. I knew you was the one. I'm sorry I rejected you. I didn't give you pay you no mind, no attention. You be like, listen. Be that Empress and let this person say what they gonna say. Because they stuck fixated on you. They want a new start. That's the Ace of Wands they was holding on to. Looking out the window in that 201 with that globe and that little van in an empty room, whoever they chose or whatever they chose, whatever path they chose to go down and rush into. Now this person want to come and start all over again with you. They don't want nobody but you. The Empress. Here they come. If this person tries to rush into something with you, they trying to hold you back or trap you or keep you stuck. So they might show a different side of them, try to give you a different perspective. They gaslight. Or the universe is telling you to walk away. Or they're going to have to walk away from somewhere else, somebody else. I can't make this shit up. This person feels like you're going to reject them, walk away, turn your back, whatever. Because why? You getting a lot of attention, and they are worried and wondering who you with, who you dating, who you seeing. Right now, Kamala Harris, back to that, is wondering who is going to tell Donald Trump about some bullshit that's going to come up about her work or her job. Joe Biden is even worried. In your personal life, somebody's getting justice. If there was an emperor whose family and friends tried to hold them up, they are breaking free. I can give you so many scenarios. This is somebody on the move. There's somebody that's getting ready to take action. It's going to be haste, but they serious. I can't make this shit up. Now, it's still up to you because now you the Empress and Six of Wands energy. So if you want to deal with them, or because there's a lot of people watching you, there's a lot of attention on you, there's a lot of people interested in you, dating you, going out, little small dates. And you sitting up here worried, or at some point you was worried about somebody else. Now that person is worried about you. Who you with, who you bees with, who you booed up with. They worry. Next 4 years, outcome and advice. I bet y'all said, how he do 4 years in advance? For some of y'all, it's family. For some of y'all, it's friends. For some of y'all, a friend. Some of y'all, it's a lover. But this person is coming quickly. You hear me? Next 4 days, next 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 years. 4. And by this being Aries season, I'm telling you, Jesus loved me. If you only knew. If you only knew. Advice and outcome. We're going to use light seers. Hold on. 49 minutes. See? We got a new subscriber. Y'all say what's up to the newbies, right? Show them some love. Show them some love. All right, all right, all right, all right. Advice and outcome. I'm not looking at nothing. Between now and the next 4 years, you could think Donald Trump, you could think you, whatever. Bottom of the deck. In the next 4 years, it's safe to say that whoever in that Nine of Sword energy, You're going to have the last word. Queen of Swords. Whether it's the next 4 days, next 4 weeks, next 4 hours, next 4 months, next 4 years, you're going to have the last say, meaning that you're going to be able to set the record straight on a situation that could have took place 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 years ago. You're going to have the last say. All right, let's give it a cut. You're going to have the last say. If somebody comes back and they got something to say to you, trust me, it's going to be serious. They going to tell you that Emperor energy exactly how they feel. Can you handle it? Because this person, this energy was a page, a knight. Now they're Emperor with justice. So either somebody want to make something, set the record straight with you. At the end of the day, you're going to get the last word, Queen of Swords, to set somebody straight or to set a record straight. Hold on. We got here 3 cards in the bottom. Next 4 years. From now, the next 4 years. Ooh, I love it. The Sun. Either you're going to find out something, or your advice and outcome is going to be happy. Leo season. 8-8 portal this year could be very significant for you in August. 10 of Swords. You're going to find out about some kind of ending. This might be with this sword, this 10 of Swords, this progressive energy of this 9 of Swords. Somebody's going to come towards you, but you could have been mad at this person. This person could have pissed you off, betrayed you, whatever. But you're going to come towards, this person is going to come towards you. And you're going to finally get to say something. This person is actually going to tell you why they ended things with you. The universe with the wheel of fortune and justice is forcing this person to come forward and set the record straight. Pluto is forcing this person to come forward and set the record straight. Sun, 10 Swords. Some of y'all could find something out about a child. Somebody giving birth to a child. Or getting somebody pregnant. That could be revealed as well. Or you could be just happy 4 years from now that something has finally ended. Okay? What else we got? Judgment. All of my karma cards has come out. The Wheel of Fortune, Justice, and now Judgment. Let me tell you something. This is major. This is huge. Whatever this information you're going to find out. Whatever information you're getting ready to find out. It's going to be huge. It's going to set you on a path that you're going to finally find out why why it hurt so bad, or why this 10 of Swords was necessary. But at the end of the day, these two cards clarify each other, or they bookend each other. So whatever this here is that you find out about, it's going to be over with. You can put it behind you. Lay it to rest. Now you can focus on bigger and better things. Your life purpose with this judgment. Truth, clarity, or whatever this was that ended this 10 of Swords. Somebody feels like the universe is forcing them. Because the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, and Judgment, it's like the universe, these are all majors. And with this sun and this ten of swords, it's like the universe is forcing somebody to tell something on themselves. They're being forced to tell you why something is ended, why something ended. Bottom of the deck, that's going to be with this ten of swords. Bookend this ten of swords. It's coming in quick. I have 3 nights in this reading. Whatever this ten of swords is, it may cause some arguments, but somebody's coming back because the Knight of Swords is seizing the opportunity to say something, to speak their truth. I didn't say the truth. I said their truth. Yep. Come to tell you something. Coming to tell you something. And I think you're going to walk away. Some of y'all going to walk away. Whatever this person come to tell you. If it's about somebody else. But I think this Emperor showing up twice. They might come and tell you about a marriage, a pregnancy, a child, or with that red cup. You the obvious choice. This person is afraid, this Emperor, that you're going to walk away. Some of y'all, after you hear what they got to say, you're going to give them another chance. For whatever that means. You're going to give them another chance. And I'm telling you right now, I don't normally say this, but this person is showing up as an Emperor, whoever this masculine energy is. You gonna get some of y'all gonna give them another chance with this Seven of Pentacles, because you operating right now embodying the Three of Pentacles as well. So that's the 10 Pentacles we've been talking about. And some of y'all will give them another chance with that justice after the record has been set straight. Somebody say what they got to say, and some of y'all are not. 50-50. Either way it go. Because you feel like this person is rushing in to try to control you. They're obsessed with you. And for some of y'all, don't get this devil confused. This is just somebody that really, 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 really wants you and see you as long term. They're twin. With all this lover's energy, it could be a karmic twin for some of y'all. Some of y'all have repeated this his cycle with this person, with that Wheel of Fortune, in prior lifetimes. And that cycle is finna close for some of y'all. You're not interested. I think some of y'all, 50% of y'all, gonna reject this person and walk away, because I'm looking at the Eight of Cups out here twice. I've seen the Six of Swords twice. And this person is fixated on y'all. They want a new start. Justice. Can we just start all over from the bottom? Can we work things out? I'm so fucking sorry. Boo hoo woo 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 woo. So it's up to y'all. The choice is yours. It's the lovers. You're the main energy, Empress. And that's what I got. Thanks for everybody for stopping by, taking a listen to what I had to say. Ivory's Tarot is live once again. Somebody, I'm telling you, somebody is going through some major changes. This person's not, the person you once knew, they're not going to be the same, whoever this is for. You're not the same. Some of these people from the past, folks, Very few of them have changed. But for the one or two that may have changed, y'all gonna live good life. I don't know who you are, but some of y'all, there's gonna be endings. Yep. And finally, this chapter comes to a close. Now you're gonna hop out of that Nine of Swords. It's all over with the Ten of Swords. You got the Ace of Swords. You got all the aces except for the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups shows up in the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Two of Cups. If I didn't say that. So that's definitely a choice coming. And there's definitely a choice that was made in the past that didn't work out for somebody. And that's one of the main reasons why they are coming back. All right. We'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.